Okay, let's do it. So, family, everybody, I normally don't make videos like this at all, but I need you guys to hear me out, understand where I'm coming from. I seen a video of a gentleman, and I want to say this. Let me start by saying this first. I don't entertain social constructs, so like black and white, racial things. I don't entertain them. Everybody that's watched my actual videos know I don't talk about stuff like that. But I seen a video of a white male, older adult male, post a video of some young kids in the bathroom fighting. So it was a young white man uh, fighting a young black man. And first of all, let me say this as well. I don't condone violence of any fashion. Now, I was in martial arts for like 9 years. So if you ain't, you know, earning a belt or you ain't in no competition, I definitely don't condone it, okay? If ain't nobody a ref to make sure it's a valid display of arts, then I definitely don't condone it. But um, the young white man was getting over on the young black man, but the young black man had some friends with him, and they end up jumping on the young white man. So I don't condone violence of any sort. I definitely don't agree with us fighting and jumping on people. I just don't. Honestly, everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. Simple and plain. I don't care if you in a relationship with somebody. I don't care. I don't care what the case is. Honestly, like I said, if you're not in a ring with a referee and y'all winning a trophy behind it, y'all should not be entertaining it in no form of violence, whether it's fighting, shooting, stabbing, whatever the case may be. It should not be condoned. It's no, it doesn't like I can't have that around me. No type of negativity around me. But um, he made a comment. The gentleman made a comment saying, first he said, we should have picked our own cotton. So he was talking to other people that looked like him. He said we should have picked our own cotton. And then he was calling the young black men hyenas and all other type of slurs. And then when you went into the comment section, everybody that follows him, obviously, they were agreeing, calling all type of names, and they all do this and stuff like that. So I, and just based off of my personal experience of being harassed, I don't want to say I harassed, but maybe harassed or what is it when they judge you based off of the skin tone? Oh, another thing. This watch is black. My skin is brown. I am brown. So I like I said, I don't entertain social construct where they label people like they label me black when obviously my skin is very clear that my skin is brown. Maybe a little darker chocolate. I'm in Arizona, so my it does. I stay in the sun a lot, but I am brown. My skin is literally brown. You can see my skin, my face. I'm brown. I'm not black. But anyway, so I said because I get stereotyped. We get stereotyped. There's only they say there's only 14% of Americans that are black or of the skin tone in this country. So only 14%. That's what they say. So I figured that maybe we did something wrong to them. So I want to make this letter, and I know I'm about to get a lot of feedback, but hear me out. So this is all our fault, black people. And I need y'all bear with me. Listen, just listen. Because we stole them from their lands and changed their heritage, their culture, their names. Then we brought them to a land that we stole and said we found it. But we actually stole it, depopulated 96% of the population that was on this land that we claim to have discovered, and broke every single treaty that we ever created with the remainder of them that was on this land. Okay, think about that, okay? Then we enslaved our European brothers and sisters for 400 plus years and made sure that we dehumanized them in every manner. Hold on. Of our capabilities, of our power. Hold on, give me a second. Even created a guide on how to keep them enslaved even after slavery ended and called it the Willie Lynch Letter, just to make sure that they would stay divided and stay hating themselves and that they would never prosper. And even if they tried to prosper and to do better, we made sure that we destroyed everything that they built, aka Black Wall Street. Um, and and we created redlining so that they could never, ever move into our neighborhoods. Okay. On top of that, anything that they invented, we stole it from them and claimed it as our own because that's what we do and that's what we about. Okay. So think about this, people of this color. Think about what I'm saying. I need y'all to hear me out. Not to mention the exclusion of the Constitution while they were still slaves so that none of it would apply to them. So we created the Constitution while they were slaves so that the Constitution wouldn't apply to them. That's how it works because they're slaves, so slaves don't get any rights. Okay, think about that. So, and we did this to them. Think about that. Made sure that everybody on the planet hated them as well, to the point that they can't go anywhere on this planet and not get stared down as if they're a bunch of savages. And we also gave them a byword or names, which they now use on a regular in their own music against themselves, displaying the created hatred against them that we made in our system. Oh, and made it to the point where we also included in our own constitution that they were only 3/5 of a human being, so that they would not be allowed to vote or and make changes to our policies that we created against them, because how dare them. So please, black people, leave these people alone. You put them through a lot. All their life they had to struggle, and we never gave them an opportunity, never ever. And we should be ashamed of ourselves. You're ashamed. Should be ashamed. Oh, and I won't expose all the horrible things we did to them while they were slaves up to now, like stealing their babies to feed them to alligators, calling them alligator bait, and then syphilis unknowingly, giving them syphilis unknowingly, calling it the Tuskegee Project, or having nooses and hanging people off of stuff. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, but anyway. So remember, people, that they've had it hard since we brought them here, and never once did they ask for this kind of treatment. Not once did they ever ask to be treated this way. Okay? So I need y'all to understand. Y'all were wrong. Y'all to be ashamed of yourself. You brought these people here. You enslaved them for 400 plus years. You made sure that they can never come up economically, financially, spiritually, mentally, educationally. Listen, y'all have done enough. Leave these people alone so they will stop being mad at us. What? That's not how it went? What? What you mean? They did what? That never happened? What? What are you saying? They did that to us? And they mad at us. How's that possible? Huh? So they're mad at us. But so we never did this to them? Oh, okay. So, okay. So I was wrong. We never did that stuff to them, okay? Regardless, we forgive people, okay? Regardless. The whole point of this, I want people to forgive people. So that's why it was an apology letter to them, but we never did that to them. Okay. So we never did that to them. So, and they did that to us. And we cool with them, but they still mad at us. Okay. So I'm confused because we never did that stuff I said They did that to us, but they mad at us for whatever reason. So I get stereotyped and pulled over and called all type of names for what reason? Does anybody know why? Okay, so it must be some psychological, spiritual, something going on because it don't make sense. That's now. If we had to did that stuff to them, it would make sense why they hate our guts. But for them to do that to us and not, and for us to be cool with them, and for them to still hate our guts, that is crazy. Anyway, okay, so and then they made it so that we can hate each other. Okay, so let's do this. All right. Okay, scratch everything I said. Scratch everything. So today, everybody, we're gonna act like none of this stuff. We're gonna act like nothing ever happened. We're gonna be nice to everybody. Everybody gotta be nice to everybody. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna act like we citizens of the kingdom because I'm a kingdom citizen. So we're gonna all act like we kingdom citizens. Let's just do that. Let's everybody act like the kingdom citizens. We just gonna love everybody. We're not gonna judge nobody on how they look, how they sound, none of that. We're gonna just forgive. I get it. Some of us will not forget because we don't want to make sure it don't happen again. But we're gonna forgive people, okay? Because our Father in heaven wants us to forgive everybody, okay? So that He can forgive us. That's how it works. So He wants, and our Messiah told us, our King told us to love everybody. So we're gonna love everybody. Um, yeah. So that we never did none of that. We didn't take nothing. Okay. So I was wrong. I was so wrong. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I was so wrong. We just gonna love everybody. We're gonna act like none of this stuff. No, we're just gonna forgive everybody. We're gonna forgive everybody. So we're just gonna start over today. Like I said, we're just gonna start over at like everybody's cool. We just gonna treat everybody with respect and love everybody. We're not gonna judge everybody. If you're a grown male uh, from Europe, you're not gonna make videos and post them. And then what got me was the gentleman said he has brothers of all colors. And I had to say something to him. I said, if you had brothers of all colors, you would have never posted this video and made the comments that you made. So let's do this, guys. Let's not say anything out of line, especially to young kids. If anything, we need to pull them to the side, have a conversation with them, and tell them how we shouldn't act like that and conduct ourselves. Simple. It's probably better for us to talk to our own kids, and you talk to your own kids. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody, okay? Nobody should be doing none of that stuff that I mentioned in this right here. Nobody should be doing none of that stuff to nobody at all, okay? It's just the Father didn't put us on this earth for that, okay? My point is, we love everybody over here. Kingdom Instruction, like I said, I don't co-sign to the stereotypes. I don't co-sign to social constructs, black and white. Obviously, my skin is brown, so I'm brown. When you say brown people, I automatically think of myself because it is what it is. But regardless, we're more. This is a dirt suit. We're actually spiritual beings. So at the end of the day, we are supposed to love everybody, no matter who they are, what they done. And if you've been hurt by somebody, please try your best to forgive them. Please try your best to forgive them, okay? I've noticed that hurt people, okay? That statement is so true. So we are here to love everybody. If you can, find somebody that's a positive role model, hang around them until you could become one yourself, and then find somebody that need a positive role model, and let's just continue that cycle. And let's try to do what the Messiah said. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. The greatest two commandments: love the Father with all your heart, mind, soul, and your spirit. And the second one is like the first one: you love your neighbor as you love yourself. So we ain't gonna be taking nothing from nobody. We're not gonna be KILLING nobody. We're not gonna be covenanting nobody. We're not gonna lie on nobody. We're not gonna want what somebody else has. We're not gonna be messing around with nobody's spouses. We're not gonna be doing anything like sleeping around with people that we're not married to. We're not gonna be sleeping around unless we're married. We're not gonna be disrespecting people. We're gonna love the Father and we're gonna love everybody because that's what we were put on this earth to do, family. So that's it. Let's not have any beef. I hope I didn't start nothing. I just want y'all to understand. You know, there's two sides to every coin. So when people say stuff, just understand when you say something out of your mouth and it doesn't sound right, it has to make sense. Especially to me, it has to make sense. If you don't like me, you got to give me a reason why. I don't do anything to nobody. I've never hurt nobody. I've never disrespected nobody. I've never attempted to do anything negative to nobody. So if you go attack me and I defend myself, that's one thing. But I would never attack or try to harm another person. Okay, so let's do this. Let's show love. Let's spread love, and let's make sure this video go viral. And it's all about love. At the end of the day, it's all about love. My message in this video, my point in this video, love. Love everybody. Forgive people so the Father can forgive you, and that everybody can be in the kingdom. That's it. All right, family. I'm your brother, your ambassador, and son of the Most High Yahuwah. Our currency is love, peace, and joy. I will see y'all later.